Laserdiscs were produced between 1978 and the late 1990s. Laserdiscs were often double-sided, with around 90 minutes of video on each side. Some discs contained multiple audio tracks, often used for optional voiceovers. Some also contained optional closed captions. Many laserdiscs now suffer from a condition known as disc rot, a physical problem which results in visible on-screen interference. This problem is usually best addressed after a laserdisc has been digitized. The method of digitisation described here involves the use of a desktop computer to convert the audio and video content of a laserdisc into digital information. This digital information is then written onto a computer's hard drive as a digital media file. Let's take a look at each key component. Playback equipment is the most important part of any audiovisual digitisation setup. All laserdisc formats are now obsolete, and so older, reconditioned players are the best available. Most players, though not all, will play both sides of a disc without the need to turn it over. Most of today's low-cost desktop PCs can be used to digitize video. Most standard Apple, Windows or Linux-based computers can be used. A single desktop computer can be fitted with multiple internal drives. Usually you digitize your video onto one of these internal drives. The video capture device is an analog to digital converter. The capture device takes the output from the laserdisc player and converts it into a digital equivalent, which is then written onto the computer's hard drive. Internal video capture cards plug into an expansion slot on the computer's motherboard. So it is extremely important to ensure that the correct type of expansion slot is available. Internal video capture cards often have a breakout cable, which allows you to attach many different kinds of audio or video connector. Laserdiscs contain video in the composite format. Therefore, it's best to connect your capture device to the player's composite video output socket. Alternatively, cheaper USB devices are available, but they don't offer the same high quality as an internal capture card. A number of special purpose software applications are required for the digitization of video. A video editing package is typically used to interpret the data sent from your video capture device and also to rename and save captured video files. A database or spreadsheet is used to keep track of which digital video files came from which laserdisc. You may also wish to use other software, such as a DVD video authoring and burning application. And you'll need software for playing back digital video files, such as the freely available VLC player. Next, we'll look at the steps involved when digitizing a laserdisc. Laserdiscs can easily pick up grease from fingers. Many laserdisc collectors use Novus No. 1 as a cleaner and a polisher. Novus No. 1 is applied with a high quality tissue and then polished with a second dry tissue. Laserdiscs should always be wiped from the center outwards. Start playing back the laserdisc and begin the capture on your desktop computer. If multiple audio tracks are available, ensure that the correct audio track is playing. If you'd like to capture another audio track from the laserdisc, enable that track and then repeat the capture process. The simplest way to digitize closed captions is to repeat the capture process yet again, with the closed captions enabled. After a laserdisc has been captured, you may need to trim or divide video clips using a video editing application. Watch video files back to check for errors, or if you don't have time to do this, you could decide to watch a certain percentage of captured video files. Rename captured video files. The files will most likely need renaming in a logical way. Clean up the captured video. Most video editing software now has tools to improve old video, for instance by boosting the audio, balancing the colour or adjusting the contrast. If your video image has defects caused by disk rot, adding a median filter can help improve the image quality. Processes such as these are best carried out on copies of a video file, just in case something goes wrong. The digitisation of video can be a time-consuming process, but careful planning and a well-organised workflow can help make the task much simpler.